Hello and welcome, and today I want to talk about New Army, New Year, New Army, and I want to look at one army in particular, but I do want to talk about something else first, so quite quick, and that is this box here. You've seen this, it was everywhere. It's a third edition Start Collecting box. It was absolutely everywhere. I was like, oh my god, I gotta get it, it's so great. It's made to order, it's never going to run out, and you're not going to have scalpers. It's also £60. Now, when I saw people talking about it, it's too expensive. And yes, £60 is quite a high price. I'm not going to complain about the price. I'm not going to make a suggestion otherwise. I'm just saying it is what it is. So, and my biggest gripe has always been that when YouTubers talk about something that's too expensive, especially Warhammer related, they always talk about, and they complain about it, like, oh, this is so expensive, you're not saving any money, blah, 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 blah. We all hear it all the time. Now, I don't like doing that. It's not that I don't complain, because if something's too expensive, of course I'll complain. Especially when it comes to GW. Now, what I want to do, and what I try to do at most times, is break down the price, so to see how much you're actually saving, and if it's any good. I made an error in my last video where it was meant to be 20 in the box. I only thought it was 10, so you're actually saving a bit more than that one, so my breakdown was slightly off. I apologise for my Soul Blight video. But I'll probably be going back to it. Like I said, I'm new to Age of Sigmar. I'm still doing a lot of stuff, so I really am sorry, but I've got that one wrong. But going back to this, so there you go. And I couldn't really do a way of making this any cheaper, because 10 Space Marines is going to cost you 30 quid. That's half the box anyway. You're going to pretty much get a lot of Aeldari free and a lot of and Land Speeder free, even though they are monopros. But something that also brought us pointing towards me was the fact that this isn't the full starter set either. It is missing 2 models. It is missing the sergeant and the special weapons. I think it's also missing the heavy weapons too. So you're not actually getting the same kit. But that beyond the way, I want to talk about New Army New Year. And so this kind of ties in with GW Army deals. See, and so I'm kind of not doing New Army New Year, New Army, whatever, because I'm actually going back to an old army, an army I loved since 2nd and have been collecting since 3rd. Now, I know it sounds a bit weird. How can you like an army since 2nd? Well, when I was only 10 when I first started playing, so in the 2nd edition. So obviously I didn't have the money or means to keep getting an army. 3rd came out a lot later when I had a job, so I could start buying it. So I started collecting 3rd edition, and I started collecting Aeldari, which is a great army. I love this force, always have done. So I have a budget, and my budget is around about £120. Always, like when you go and buy Warhammer, I know it's tempting to buy more and buy, fear of missing out and all that nonsense, and there's always scared, and you go, oh, I want to get this, and I want to get this, and I want to get this. Wait. When you start an army, aim for an end goal. Don't just go, oh my god, I'm getting Dark Angels, I need Azure, I need Belial, I need all these special game characters, I need the Dark Vengeance, I need the Vengeance Land Speeder, blah, 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 blah. No, don't do that. Have a points limit, tops, and have an end goal. See, my Space Marines have almost finished. I have to get, my Death Watch is completely finished, I just need to paint my Black Star. My Dark Angels are almost completed, I just need to get one more model, and my Dark Angels is finished. As for my Adeptus Custodes, as they only need one more model, my Sisters of Battle is completely finished and painted. I'm getting rid of my Grey Knights because I have no longer use for them. My Blood Angels are finished. My Knights are finished. So I've had this end goal for the entire Crusade Force. Everything has turned up and it's all completed. Most of it's painted. I still got to get a bit more for my Imperial Guard, but that's got to wait till next year when the Codex comes out. There's a good reason I'm waiting on that Codex for a Pacific tank. I want to see just if it's any good, because I'm stuck between 2 tanks. There's either the Basilisk or the Hellhound. There's 2 tanks I'm stuck with my Armoured Fist Regiment. So there you go. So there is an end goal, and there always should be. So when you look at an army, you go, where would I go? So I saw this, the Craftworld's army. It does look like a good deal, and if I was to break it down individually, you would be saving a lot of money. You would be saving 65. I'm doing that twice because they've got also 50. Okay, 65, and the War Walker is 2250, I believe. 2250 plus 17, that's 40. That's £95. 115. You're getting a Wave Serpent free. There you go. Now, that's kind of sneaky because, you know, and you probably end up, no, I've never done one of these army deals like this. I kind of just, well, yes, I did. I did one of these army deals before. I did a Chow one years, and you did get it all separately. It wasn't in one box. So you could get these all separately packaged. But it's still this box plus the Wave Serpent at 35, so it's 55 plus £90, 25, 115. So you're not really saving money. Now, I can come sit here and complain about how you're not saving money, and that's just a rip off by GW, blah, blah, blah. Or what I would do is go, okay, I'm going to use that as my baseline of what I want to start with my army. What would I remove? First thing I'll remove is the Wave Serpent, and I will replace it with a slightly cheaper and better tank, the Falcon. I love this model anyway. It's a great model. And give it Spirit Stones, you get your FNP, you know, Fear No Pain, and you get to re-roll, you get to roll back on Lost Wounds for a 6. So that pretty much will annoy any Tau player with their railgun. Be like, oh, you can't do that. But I'm doing it. But no one will say it. It's a Feel No Pain, pal. Sorry, mate. I feel sorry for you so much. And I will still, no matter what, get. This is such a good box. I love this box. For outdoor players, this is a great box. The only issue is 2 heavy support. You need a 3rd one. And that's the other reason why I'm getting the Falcon for the 3rd heavy support choice. Now, my final part is kind of stuck between 2 things. I really like the Avatar Kane model. It's a nice looking model. Or some aspects. Now, I'm going to go with some aspect warriors, but which ones? Now, we have one elite choice already with a Wraith God, which I'll be turning into Wraith Blades anyway. But what else should I do? Now, my heart always goes towards these guys. I love the Fire Dragons. I have such a great story with these guys. Now, back in 5th edition, I used to have this really dirty trick I used to do with Fire Dragons and Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees would always attack the really heavy infantry models. They'd attack with tanks. I mean, I would send them out on suicide missions all the time. Sometimes they didn't survive. Most of the times they didn't survive, but they took out a lot to go with it. And soon as like the other person was like, look, I've killed your Howling Banshees, right behind them, half range with the Fire Dragons. Just with their melter guns, ready to kill everything in between. So yeah, I'm definitely going towards Fire Dragons, but I'm also going towards some Dire Avengers. Now, there is a reason for the Dire Avengers, because at the moment they are a troop choice, but if you saw the Advent Calendar leaks, they might be moving up to elites. So it will be giving another elite choice, but at the moment they'll be a troop choice. And they are £2.50 cheaper, so I'll be saving £5 in total anyway at £110. But do I spend the extra £2.50 to get the Fire Dragons, or do I get this? Now, and my final option is to add some fast attack, because it's not a really fast army, and I like fast armies, and I definitely have a jet bike. Another model that GW really needs to update. This is another good model. It's a nice heavy weapons platform, and it's also a Viper. Jet bike's just nice and fast. Or I might just add one of these support weapon for giggles. So, what am I going to go with? Honestly, I'm going to probably go with the Fire Dragons, because again, I just love these models, and I can't wait to see what they're going to, if they get remade in the in the current edition this year, 2022, with what we've been shown already. We've got some great new models coming, and that's another thing. I'm definitely going to do an Aeldari craft world, but I'll probably do my own. I did my own back in 4th edition, a Limedidos, which was nice and pink. I still kind of paint those every so often, but, you know. It's just a nice fun army that I painted, and it was just fun. It was based on the Joker from Batman, especially Lovers and Madmen book. If anyone's read that, it's fantastic. I want you to give it a go. So there you go. That is going to be what I'm going to be getting. I'm going to start my new army with. Then, as I said, you've got to have an end goal. So finally, I'll get 2 more of these. Eventually, I'll make a squad of 3. Then, that's so that. And I'll definitely be getting an Avatar of King, because it's a nice looking model. Well, I'm not doing points at the moment because of the new codex coming out. And eventually, a fast and heavy support unit, rather than infantry heavy, which is what I tend to go towards a lot. I'll definitely be getting some flyers, because I love flyers, 1 of each. And a Fire Prism and a Nightspin. So I'll be getting, there'll be 5 heavy support choices. And finally, my fast attack will be the Vipers, a squad of Vipers, a squad of Wind Runners, and a squad of these. because these look cool as well. And then I got to do my troops, which will probably be just Guardians, because that's the only option we're going to have, which is a shame, really, because I would love these or Rangers to be troop choices, because they're just so lovely. And because I'm doing Alien Talk, I will be getting some heavies. I will definitely be getting this guy, Elec Night Spear. He's a nice looking model as well. And of course, if I'm going to be doing aspects, I've got to get Fugan. Another funny story to go with this video off. So I'm going to get Elec Night Spear. Another funny. I was playing an Apocalypse match in a Games Workshop where I lived at the time, and I was often playing against a guy who did Necrons, and back then, like, you can make this shield with the Necron monoliths, and I needed to take one out, and they had a bad habit of exploding and killing everything. So my Howling Banshees were dead, and I had to win the game by taking out that worst. I just had to take out one monolith to win the game. That's how close this game was. And usually was with this guy. With me and him, it was usually a very close match. So I literally just walked up my Fire Dragons with Fugan, point blank range, and blew up the monolith. It exploded. Glorious faction. Every single Fire Dragon died. Fugan, not a scratch. He just walked away from that blast like, yo, what's up? You know? He was just badass, and I loved it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been a bit of a long video, a bit of more. And again, this is going to be another video I'm going to try doing. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you some ideas on how to build an army, like always. And this is my new year, new army. It's going to be Aeldar. Well, again, it's not quite new. I've been playing them for years. But this will be my new army, and it'll be an Alien Talk with much more aspects and exotics. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'll see you very soon.